Hi everyone, I'm Erin Lehn, the editor of Natural Awakenings. I'm here for another installment of Naturally Inspired, our new community video spotlight series, where we feel good, live simply, and laugh more. So today I am here with the co-founders of InnerOptimal, a dynamic mother and daughter duo and co-founders of InnerOptimal Brain Peak Performance Center based in Encinitas, California. They've been our community partners for years. And today they're here to talk to us about stress and what happens to our brains during stressful times, like right now, during this global pandemic. But before we get to that, I'd love to have them introduce themselves. So ladies, I will let you share more about who you are and what you do at the center.
Yeah, so welcome. Thank you for inviting us. I am Dr. Danielle Chavalarias.
I am Marie-Laure Wagner,
and we are co-founders of InnerOptimal Inc. So we are here today to talk about what happened to the brain to most people with COVID-19 or in any kind of stressful situation where you could be. Today, 99% of people, because the whole world is in a survival situation, the survival part of the brain is fired up. But here is a problem. This is the oldest part of the brain that we have had as human beings. But before that, for those that don't know us well, let me give you a little background of our lives. So first, I created 2 publishing houses in Paris, France. I was the first one to publish about Eastern and Western philosophy, as well as holistic healing, and a monthly magazine in quantum physics. And it was in the 70s. Then I studied naturopathy and I became a doctor. In the late 80s, I created a retreat center in the southwest of France. Again, the first of the kind in Europe. At the same time, I created and managed a non-profit organization to the benefit of remote villages in Africa, particularly women and children. So I was giving lectures all around the world about mind power and natural healing. In 2000, I came to America.
Yes. And me, I study human behavior in space and human behavior in situation of high risk. When I prepared my PhD, I worked with the French NASA. I was in France. And when I follow a space mission, I was able to follow as well the training. So I was able to witness how the brain have really incredible potential. If you train the brain, if you stimulate the brain and train the brain properly, we can do so much with our brain. So that was my first introduction. So after I got my diploma as a sociologue, I studied to become a peak performance coach. And after that, for personal need, for my family need, I discovered advanced neurofeedback. And it's how the story starts around advanced neurofeedback in our life.
Yes. So we were already 1 year in business when we discovered neurofeedback. So, and based on the easy and fast results we witness on ourselves, on our family, and on trends, we witness the feedback to become trainers and to add this tool in our business. This is 14 years ago here in Encinitas. And the 7 last years, we developed the international access of advanced neurofeedback. So you can benefit from it from whenever you are in the world. So let us talk about the elephant in the room right
The big one.
right now. Many, whether it is anxiety or fears for your own health, fear for the health of your loved one, stress that you might lose everything you have already built. You might experience a loss of quality of sleep. And for sure, for all of us, this uncertainty about the future, future of our society, the future of us. Let's talk a little about the survival mode of the brain called the reptilian, because we should not feel guilty about that. It's the way our brain works.
Oh.
Survival brain is in charge first of all the automatic function we are not aware of: breathing, heart pumping, digestion, and so on and so forth. And it's designed to keep us going, okay, to keep us alive. So it's why it's called survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
That part of the brain is designed to swing into action when we are in danger. The problem is that when it was created at the beginning, we were living in cave, and we could be eaten by a lion or a tiger anytime, day and night, or killed by somebody. And so, of course, we need this brain, but we don't want it to be fired up. Because the problem of this survival brain, it's designed in a very primitive way when it was created first and designed on the flight or fly or freeze mode. And today, number one, we can't fight this invisible virus. We have very little impact on it. It's an invisible enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Consequence of operating a lot on this fighting mode, you can get locked, terrified, then you can freeze.
Yeah, and we were thinking of proposing a little game for everybody to try to figure out in which mode we are, in which mode we operate. So I have a few questions for you to ask yourself and to think of your behavior, because the way we see the world, the way we feel emotionally, the clarity of our mind, the behavior we have is directly related to the way our brain is balanced and fired up or not. So I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Ready? Okay.
I'm ready.
So, do you find yourself arguing all the time with people around you? Are you irritable more than usual? Are you more short-tempered with your kid than you used to? So if you feel like that, reacting like that, it's because you are most of the time in a fighting mode. So the survival brain have different mode, and you are probably more in the fighting mode if you feel like that. Now, if you feel like you want to cave, you want to stay in front of the TV longer than you are used to, you want to forget everything, you wish someone can take all of your problem out of the way. You feel like you want to give up. You do not want to. You feel like, okay, I will let go my job. I will let go. I mean, it's very difficult. In this case, you are in fighting mode. It's like, okay, I want to escape. I want to go out of here.
Yeah.
So that is the second type of mode the survival brain can make you operate under. Now I have another series of questions for you. If you feel like it will never end, things are, you feel very discouraged, you feel like you can't think clearly, you feel hopeless, you feel you even question your capacity of handling the situation, so you feel like you are procrastinating, you are in a froze mode. Of course, we are not always only one or another. We move from one to another, even during the same day, we can go from one to another. But it's limiting us, because if we are too much in this mode, we have tendency to not have any perspective. It's a neocortical which gives us a perspective. We have tendency to see things with a lot of fear, a lot of worry, and so everything is heavier and heavier. So we should try our best to get out of this. We want this mode. We want the survival brain to be there because we need it, but we don't want to be the one the more active.
Yes, it's very important. It's about the balance of the brain. And so, because of course, as Marie-Laure just tackled it, the problem is that it's not where new ideas come from with this reptilian part of the brain, because it's survival mode.
Yeah.
So new things we know about, but today we need new ideas.
Yeah.
So our goal is really to get you out of this conditioned survival response of your brain because it drains your energy. And
Yeah.
when you have no energy, guess what? You have no new ideas.
Right.
So
Right.
we really need to have you come from more often and as often as possible from the frontal cortex. The frontal cortex, I like to call it the thinking brain, because that's where new idea, breakthrough ideas, like, oh my God, I should have thought of that and I did not.
But we can't. You're actually saying we can't even think that way when we're in that mode. So it's almost impossible for us to get a download of a good idea to get us out. Okay.
Absolutely. And what we need to understand on top, it's the last brain we had as human beings. And scientists say that the majority of the population don't even use 5% of the potential of this brain.
Wow.
So imagine if you had this brain to be always the first one to come up, how your life will change, and your mindset will change. And that is a big challenge today for active people. They really have to work on their mindset as well. Because we are facing a secret enemy that we are not able to see. So we can't stay in this survival mode. We need to shift it.
Active. So we wanted to share with you some tips, some idea of how we can get out of this overactive survival mode. And yes, and these tips, we have used it on ourselves. Our clients have used it with success. That's why we wanted to share with you. So we were speaking about, okay, this survival brain feel good when you have a sense of control. Nowadays, good luck with a sense of control because we are not controlling anything.
Right.
That's why we have so much anxiety so easily and we feel so stressed so easily. So let's have control on things we could have control over. What we have control over, it's our day. So one thing we recommend to do is to really structure your day. Be mindful and structure your day. Have hours where you decide it's time to start my day, it's time to finish my day. If you are back to work or if you do your job from home, the same. If your company doesn't give you a structured time, decide when you want to start, when you want to finish. Try to really keep up the weekend open. If you are used to have weekends where you were not working, keep it like that. Just keep your weekend as a weekend when you relax. Really structure your time. That will give you a sense of control and will help you to feel more at peace. And also try to not only have short-term projects, because we have the tendency, all of us right now, to not want to project in the future because we don't know next week, we don't know the new rules that we come with, we just don't know so much. So we have tendency to just think of, let's just think of tomorrow or maybe next week, no more. But in fact, it's important to try to have a little bit of a longer project because our brain feels better when you can project in the future. So the things you have control on, maybe it's reorganizing your garage, maybe it's learning a new language from home, maybe some of the things we can have control over, and some of the things we can plan on. So choose this type of things to create a long project. A lot of us are complaining from a chattery mind. A lot of us are saying, oh gosh, I can't stop. I always have too much in my mind, especially these days. I mean, I can't have my mind quiet. So a good way to deal with that from home is to create a list of specific things you wish to do. So every day, start your day with a list of things you want to see accomplished yourself do during the day. And that will really help to calm down the chattery mind.
Yeah.
And a lot of us, especially if we read your magazine, a lot of us at the beginning of the year have been excited to create goals for the year and we're like, okay, I will do that this year. But a lot of us are like, even if we have done, the boards, the imagery, even if you have done that, nowadays you look at it and you're like, I can't really do too much of that.
Right.
It's true, huh? So it's important to review that and to review your goal of the year and said, okay, it's not because it's not as I planned, then nothing should happen. I can still make things happen. So look again at it and try to replan some new goals, even if it's just for the next month of July, the month of August, you know. But try to plan some new goals. It will help you to feel more in control again and more like your life.
Yes, yes, because to create a picture of your future is very important. So you can use affirmation to support that. You can use visualization. Use what I like to call the mind power to manifest what you desire. That is something I have said that all around the world. It's something that is free. It's something that is in you. Nobody can take it out.
Right.
Just practice and practice and practice, and you will see, you will be able to manifest things.
Yeah.
Another thing that is important as well is, anxiety. It's a lot of energy, so you need to save energy. For that, think positive. Again, use imagery, use visualization, have a gratitude journal, where every day you write you give thanks for 5 things that had happened yesterday, the day before, or you want to see happening that day. As well, as you said at the beginning, find lightness and humor in each day. That is so, so important. And you said that, Erin. So I know we have a lot to worry around, and we have very good reason for that, particularly if we listen to the news. Okay, so, but it's important to counterbalance this heaviness with something funny each day. A funny movie, a light comedy, a snack show,
Right.
So one every day, it's very important. And write it down and remind yourself, it's a temporary situation.
Right.
Even feels like it will never end.
Right.
Everything ends. It's a season in your life.
Yeah.
But the publisher, I like to say, it's a chapter of the book of your life.
Right.
So it's we really need to remind ourselves that. Another thing that is important to rebalance your brain is to stimulate the right hemisphere of your brain. So for that, create space of fun and relaxation, practice artistic activity,
Yes.
your expressive art, and go for it. Give it your all.
Yeah.
You will find peace if you do that.
Yeah, because these days a lot of us are really challenged in every ways, and we need to think out of the box. We need to think differently than we are used to.
Yeah.
And so for that, we really need to be able to access our right hemisphere. So that's why it's also important to take care of ourselves. Self-care right now, it's essential. And it can be challenging if we are kids and we are married, but at the same time, it's so important to create the time. So tell your partner, okay, please take care of the kid for 1 hour, and after you take care of the kid for 1 hour, and your partner take some time for self-care.
Yeah.
Lone parents, maybe you accept for the kid to look TV for 30 minutes or 1 hour, just at least for you to have some breather.
Yeah.
Because of course, if you are single, it's easier because you can manage your time more freely, but it's super important to create this space, and because you need to regenerate yourself. So some people would like to follow a guided relaxation.
Yeah.
Some people like to listen to music and zone out. Some people like to read a book.
Yeah.
Like bath, facial, whatever fits you, as long as it's something you feel like, oh, it was just for me. You might take a tea and sit down and just do nothing but drink your tea and enjoy your tea.
Right.
Just a time where you feel like, okay, that's for me. I'm creating the space, because it's when we create the space and we relax, then we can have access to our right hemisphere. So it's important for us because it will help you to stay creative and to find the solution you might feel like are not there, but you will help to access the solution you need in your life.
And I think that neuroscientists have recently discovered in the last 20 years is that we need to teach the brain how to go to the relaxed mode.
Mm-hmm.
That is what is called the alpha level, the neuroelectrical level called alpha. And so relaxation goes to that, help with that. Art help to that. Meditation help to that. Visually. we created a newsletter that you can find on our website. You will have the website information where we give a lot of tips. We regularly create a monthly newsletter where we give tips about the brain. That is very important, because that will help you to regain what you might have heard about, which is called neuroplasticity. The
Yes.
resilience, the flexibility of your neuron in your brain. And our clients all have experienced that when you regain this neuroplasticity, then you have the ability to face any kind of unexpected situation with ease, with grace. So that's very important.
Yes, and maybe you are already doing yoga, maybe you are already doing meditation, maybe you already have a good diet, maybe you are already doing sport and gratitude journal and all of that. But maybe you still feel very stuck right now because very unusual social situation and personal situation. So if it's the case, and if you still feel like that, you can check us out and see what we do. So we are a peak performance center. So when people come to us, we always do assessment first to see where you are at, and we design a program for the person based on their need. And along the program, of course, we keep looking at the progress and we keep doing assessment. But it's something which is accessible from here, from Encinitas, but if you are anywhere.
And globally accessible, very important.
Yeah, exactly. We do a neuroelectrical assessment through a questionnaire. So if really your anxiety is over the roof, take one day at a time and reach out for help. You do not have to suffer any longer. So let's share with you
our screen, and so you can see, because we know we have a strong accent, we are fully aware of it. It's not a secret. So we thought it might be easier.
Beautiful accent.
Yes. So people come to us, generally speaking, to overcome anxiety, or they feel overwhelmed, or they have stress-related disorders. So it could be panic attack, it could be OCD, obsessive compulsive disorders, or it could be to improve focus, to improve their memory. They feel they are too much distracted and they can't achieve anything, or they are at the end of the spectrum, they have ADHD. So people come just because they need to have a deeper quality of sleep and more energy, feel more energized. So the training will eliminate the mood swing, will eliminate the depression as well. We will release all kind of PTSD, trauma. Other people come because they have a concussion, or they have been through a stroke, or through a very heavy sickness where they needed chemo to survive. And other people come because they want to reduce their cognitive aging. It's good. We get older, like me. You can be old like me, but you don't need to age. That is very important to understand. Because, we really do that because we have at heart, our deepest desire is really to unlock the full potential of your brain. As Marie-Laure said, she has seen it with astronauts, and we can do that now. So then you will find peace of mind. All our clients, for whatever reason they come, they find peace of mind, certainty. They are better at decision making. They will sleep better. They will have less headache. They will have less anxiety. They will have the ability to not only cope with any kind of difficult time, but to be able to support the people they love. And we have heard that again and again and again.
That's beautiful. So not even just, it's thriving. It sounds like it's a thriving state of mind, which would be so beautiful, especially if you're in a state of just, that survival brain mode. Like, how beautiful would it feel to be so expansive and have that peace of mind and have the deeper sleep and have those beautiful, downloads for things that you can do better in relationships and in your business and just navigating through your life.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Because when your brain is rebalanced after you do whatever you want with it, the part we help you is to have it rebalanced and functioning better. And after you decide to create what you want to create in your life, but at least when you make an effort, your brain is following you and helping you to make it happen.
Not against you. So we have a gift for you today because it's really to bring your mind to the next level. So if you call us or if you book an appointment online, we will offer you a 15 minutes complimentary consultation.
Nice.
Usually with me, and we go over your goal. We'll see what your needs are and how we can help you. So let's
beautiful.
Our information.
Yay! Oh, that's so perfect. I just have a feeling, just like you were saying, you know, right now, if we're doing the meditation, if we're doing all these things and we're making the list, like all those things are really good things. But sometimes, just like you say, there's a possibility that we're still stuck, even though we're doing that. So it's just so encouraging to know that you are there and that you can offer an opportunity.
And in fact, it's a good thing to make the effort to do the meditation and the gratitude journal and the good diet and the sport.
Yeah.
And in fact, when we see the difference with our clients, the people which already have this great style of life, they have quick results.
Oh, I bet. Because they're so close.
You can go to even a higher level.
Yeah, totally. And that's what it is. It's next level, I would think. And so next level, and it just feels like there'd be so much openness and expansiveness. Just this, again, just this way of being that that all of that work that they're doing, that's where they're wanting to get. So it's just like this.
Yeah, our oldest client was 92.
Oh yeah.
Said outside there is very smart men. He was a man. We had a woman that was yes, but this man that was 92, he said there are very smart men outside, and I want to be as smart as them, even if I am 92.
Oh, I love that. See, it's never too late to like want to, you know, improve your state of mind, right? And improve your life. And again, just that whole way we navigate through, because it seems like too, you know, you do all these things, you come to take your, you know, to go through your trainings, whether at the center or globally from your comfort of your own home. It's just like, it's to me, there's also this effect that what you do to improve yourself is only going to expand on the people in your immediate circle and expand on them and expand on them. So it's just like there's no possibility that this couldn't help make the world a better place, not just your world.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly. You invest in yourself, but at the same time, everybody around benefits. And that's a very important point. Our behavior have an impact on everybody around.
Absolutely.
We need to be conscious of that. Yeah. But I think with this big stress, with this COVID-19, I think we all had the opportunity to think of, okay, our life matter, our quality of life of everyday matter.
Right.
But it's more important than the way we live every day of our life, you know. I think we have plenty of time to reflect on that. And that's why it's good to know you have solutions out there to help this everyday quality of life to be higher.
That's exactly it. You just said it too, because we've had more time to reflect and think, okay, well now I have this downtime or whatever the case is, but I'm not using it to my advantage because I'm reflecting and I see how I don't want my life to be, and I'm doing some of these things. I'm doing the list, or I'm doing the meditation, or I have started my artwork, or I'm writing, or whatever the case is, but sometimes we're still, you know, there's still a part of us that's still trapped either in the fight, flight, or freeze, or like you said, it could be all three in a day.
Yeah.
You know, and so how do we get out of that? We need the extra nudge, right? And that's where you come in. You're the extra nudge.
Yeah, that is the beauty of all this research in neuroscience, and that in the 80s they were saying, you know, everything is hardwired. You cannot change anything in your brain, you know.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised about that, thinking everything changes in our body, why not our brain? And now it's not true. Now we know it's not true.
Well, that's so beautiful too for the people who are like, I'm never going to get out of this. I'm always going to be blank, whatever it is. I'm always going to be stuck in anger. I'm always going to feel hopeless. I'm always going to whatever. And that's not true. And you know it from all the success stories of everybody who's come in and used your program, that you absolutely, from all your training and from seeing the improvements in their lives, you guarantee that's not a truth. There is.
We have helped people for a long life. This lady I'm thinking of, she was more than 70 when she came, and all her life she has been depressed. She was a teacher, she has been depressed, and in few months you can bring them to a normal life, you know.
Wow.
No more need of alcohol anymore, you know, excess in alcohol or whatever, you know, be free again.
Wow. I mean, that's before the end of the summer, right? So it's like somebody could completely, the sun can help all that stuff. And then by the end of the summer, they could be like, just have a new lease on life. Yeah.
And that is
I know it doesn't always take, right?
It is very exciting to think you have hope and to think things can change. And it's what gives us our own energies, the ability to help like that.
Yeah.
Our day, you know.
Well, just like you said, you saw it firsthand from on yourselves and on your family members, and then just expanding it out to any of the people who've come. But yeah, just a new lease on, because I think that a lot of people already came into the COVID thing. First of all, it was winter in a lot of places. People are like, oh, the winter blues, here's my seasonal affective disorder, it's back. And then all of a sudden there's this pandemic. It's like, well, that doesn't help, you know? So this could be just that thing, you know, just that one little thing. And, you know, I know a lot of people are feeling a little bit better, more inspired because the sun is coming out more. I know you don't have the sun issue where you are, but there were still a lot of, you know, areas like where I am in the Pacific Northwest where it's like, oh, the sun is still not here long enough to be taken for granted, so that we could still be kind of stuck in different states of mindsets of things that were already occurring before this interesting invisible crisis came to, you know, to not get us, but, you know, to come in and not make it easier for us to achieve a, you know, peaceful state of mind. So
yes, it's definitely important for sure to take any advantage to be outside in the fresh air and in the sun, and to connect with nature as much as it's possible. It helps for sure the mind and the body to stay as balanced as possible. So yes. Absolutely.
Is there, so as far as the training, like that, you know, you do it at the center, and as well as doing it from the comfort of your own home, could somebody be sitting out in nature doing the training? Like how does that look? Yeah, right?
It is possible. You just need to have internet connection. So you just need to be able to access it using internet. And internet connection, even if you are in nature, you can listen to it using the phone and click on a few buttons, and up we go.
And up we go. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like, what a nice little thing. The brain training while there's some, you know, you're sitting in the grass or something. Like, what a beautiful connection to just, you know, to really ground while that's all happening. So I love that. Does it? Now I know that. I mean, you've been offering it as a, you know, do it from your own home thing for quite some time. But I feel like now more people are used to doing things from home. So I know that would, you know, I feel like that's a good expansion of your offering. It's like more people are now used to, maybe where they might have been resistant before. I think that now would be the perfect time for them to try it.
And before it was more business owner, which were doing the training from home because they were traveling a lot, because they were not home too much. But since this pandemic, we had children, we had a mother at home, which really need support. We had all kind of clients, which before they were coming to the center, but they were not doing it from home. But now it's a different situation. So our public as well have changed because of that.
Yeah. Well, you know what? One of the things I love that you said earlier, and we'd even talked about a little bit earlier, is, you know, we do, no matter who we are, we all need support right now because we're all being affected by this in some way. And we don't know what shape we were in even before that happened. So you know, the single mom at home probably already had enough of a challenge without also then becoming a school teacher. It's like, wait, I didn't go to school for this. So
I know it.
Right, exactly, right? Yes, you know it exactly. And me too. Me too. It's like, wait, I don't want to learn Google Classroom. This was not, you know, I got my own stuff I got to do. So it's hard, or even the math. Oh gosh, that's hard. But to not feel guilty about it, to not feel guilty if our brains get stuck in a fight or a flight or a freeze, or go through it through the course of a day, that it's not something that we did or that we should feel guilty about.
Exactly. It's a natural reaction of our brain, because when the brain feel like we're in danger, our brain said, no worries, I will make you survive. Through it, which is, it's good to stay alive and survive, but it's not where we feel creative, it's not where we feel open to new opportunity, it's not where we feel like we can think out of the box, it's not where we feel like curious about new things. So we really need to not stay there. We really need to shift to use other parts of our brain. And our limbic system is very important as well, because it what helps with our emotion. And so staying connected is very important. That's another very important tip we need to apply. It's to make sure we stay connected with people we love, even if it's through a computer, even if it's through a phone. But keep this discussion and this connection with others. It's very important for our balance.
Yeah, that's, totally. Well, I really hope that people reach out to you and take advantage of your super sweet offer to connect and to, you know, to see where they are and how they can take it to the next level. Because we all deserve peace of mind. We all, right? Because we can do our best everything. We can be the best wives, mothers, partners, CEOs, co-founders. We can be our best when we're feeling that way, and we deserve to feel that way. And if we're, you know, if we're going through the steps right now and we want to take it to the next level, it's so beautiful to know that you're both there and available.
Yes.
And so like, this is like your thing, like you've been doing it for so long. And I've only heard wonderful things, so I'm very excited for who we're going to bring your way.
Yes, we are always welcoming new people and ready to take care.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, right. Take care. Help take care. Next level, up level.
Exactly.
Thank you both so much for taking the time out today to connect and share your golden nuggets of wisdom and your offer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yes. Absolutely. All right. Bye.
Take care.